Hi, my name's Megan.
And I'm Naomi.
And this is Inside Jokes.
The show where you can only listen to it if
you're afraid of Dundas Station and everything. I can't do this.
she's too scared,
I'm
guys.
afraid of Dundas Station. You're either going to live or you're going to die in there.
Okay.
And that was Hannah.
And that was Hannah, and this is the intro song for the week.
This is scary.
Turn it up.
Listen up, y'all, cause this is it. The show that's airing is full of shit. Jokalicious definition makes you think we're loco. Hear us at your leisure and find treasures in our convo. YouTube, see me, guarantee we ain't lazy, we ain't crazy. We got reasons why this season we roast people when we see them. Jokalicious. And no, we ain't malicious, and if you get suspicious, we change names so it's fictitious if you miss us. Thursday at 8 o'clock, put your AirPods in to hear what we got. Jokalicious. Ha ha ha, Jokalicious. Every Thursday at 8 o'clock, Jokalicious. Hear us on your AirPods. Jokalicious. Taste.
Jokalicious depth.
Jokalicious depth. Jokalicious depth. That was amazing.
Did you like that?
That has to be my favorite, hands down.
Thank you. I really tried with that one. I wrote the rap. I was really feeling myself that night. I write all my songs at midnight.
That one came out of left field, but easily took the #1 place in my heart.
That's really good.
That was so good. I love
good.
that.
I'm glad. Good rhymes, good little harmonies in the background. That's probably the best one.
I love that. That was so good.
I don't think the listeners at home know that you actually dance to it while it plays.
Oh, but they can see if they look later.
Oh,
They'll
okay.
know. They'll know I was vibing. They just have to. Anyways, that lovely voice and face you might see is none other than my high school friend,
Yes.
Hannah Cohen.
Hello.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah.
We're excited.
I am also excited.
You can really hear it.
Yeah, the monotone voice, yes.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Hannah. I heard you prepared something.
The 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah.
We wanna hear it.
Oh, boy. Okay, let me just pull out the notes on my phone. Okay, so are you ready for my 2 truths and a lie?
Yeah,
Yes.
so we're going to actually be guessing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have
Alright.
not heard this yet. Okay, so I have had 3 nosebleeds in my entire life. All at the age of 18.
Okay.
So, I don't know how to ride a bike, and I just got my G1.
Those are all very, like...
If you need me to explain.
you didn't just get your G1.
Okay, that's your answer.
That's my answer.
That's your answer.
Megan?
I'm going to have to agree, because I have a feeling you'd probably know better than I would.
That's
That is fair.
And
Final answer.
I do not know how to drive because I'm afraid of cars.
yes, I knew it.
Good
Yeah.
job, Naomi. Wait, so 3 nosebleeds, all in the age of 18?
Yes, and I am currently 18, so 4th one might be coming soon.
Yeah,
Keep
your
us
birthday's at
posted.
the end of the month.
And
It's
November-
crunch time.
No, like
Gotta get that nosebleed quota.
the first nosebleed I ever had was last March in Montreal because I rubbed my nose too hard.
Yeah.
And then I just started bleeding, and my friend gave me a makeup remover wipe to clean up the blood. So,
Oh, nice. Did it also take your makeup off?
I wasn't wearing makeup, but it definitely took off some. I lost a lot of blood that night, not gonna lie. It was terrifying.
Well, on
Yeah,
that note,
thank you.
speaking of terrifying, today our topic is going to be...
TTC Wackos. Why Wackos? I was looking up for synonyms that started with like crazy person that like started with T, so it could be an alliteration, and I couldn't find anything, but wacko was just really funny because
Honestly?
I haven't heard anyone say that in forever. But wacko also is like, it could be a crazy person, but it could also be like a really uptight, like other kind of, there's a lot of types of crazy people that fall under the umbrella of wacko. So that's why I chose it. And all of those people take public transit.
Oh, so many. Oh my God. Like the TTC is where you run into crazy people if you want to meet a crazy person.
I feel like the craziest ones are on the streetcars, personally. 'Cause
Yes.
you can sneak onto that and you can live there.
Wait, when you say live there, do you know somebody that lives on a streetcar?
No, but I've met some people that look like they definitely lived there, you know? Like, it's their realm.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
So
about.
when you step on a streetcar, how do you know? What's the tell that somebody lives on a streetcar?
Well, it's always a college streetcar.
And there's always a nice, warm, crackling fireplace. Because it's not just a house, it's a home.
Oh, God.
I've been asking around, actually, for, like, crazy stories. And my mom, God bless her, it was her story that was my favorite one. She's got two that I really like, and they both take place on a streetcar.
Good.
Or three, actually. Three. I have three. But I'll start off with one. So this is my mom's friend Henry's story. She wanted me to mention that.
Shout out to Henry.
Shout out to Henry Knight. I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, so he's on the streetcar, and this, like, my mom, when she told me the story, she went, homeless person, like in quotes. So you guys know what that means, I guess.
Yeah, I can picture it.
Homeless person. So homeless person in air quotes gets on the streetcar, and everyone, you know the energy when that kind of happens, and it kind of shifts. Like everyone's kind of like, oh, like uncomfortable, right? So everyone's all uncomfortable, and then the homeless man, he's standing, and then he just collapses to the ground, and he starts like writhing, like he's like, ugh, like, and everyone's kind of like, oh my God, like what is going on? Like there's this homeless man just like having like a seizure. What is going on? Like something. And then he just stands up and he goes, April Fool. And he just gets off.
No!
A singular April Fool.
Yes. April Fool. And then he leaves.
Oh
That's my
God.
favorite one.
April
We were
Fool.
laughing so April Fool. And you know what? He did get them. So he got him. So that's the best April Fool's joke I've heard, one. And two, my personal favorite from asking other people, my favorite TTC wacko tale. So, yeah.
Well, actually, I was asking around too. So I mean, it's kind of an interesting question in the middle of nowhere. Be like, hey, so have you ever ran into any really crazy people on the subway?
Yeah.
But I asked my coworker, and I think she's hands down giving me my favorite TTC story I've ever heard. It doesn't sound real, and that's how you know it's good, because you can't make this kind of thing up. So this story occurs over the period of one subway stop, which I think makes it so much better. So she's on the subway. It's a crowd. Are you good?
That's like a 15-second. That's like a 15-second interval of time to have a story happen.
But but hands down the best story.
Okay.
So it's a busy, like a crowded day. It's not rush hour, but it's busy enough that this, like, a blind man comes on the subway cart. He has like one of the walking sticks,
Yeah.
and so it's a busy cart. So he gets one of the priority seats.
Yeah.
He sits down. So now we're on our transition from one station to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Within the time period, he brings out a book, like a notepad. He starts writing. So you kind of go to, oh, is he not blind?
Mm-hmm.
He proceeds to rip the page out of the notebook, eat it,
Oh.
and then get off at the next stop.
He did what he had to do.
He's like, oh God, I wrote that. What if he wrote like a really incriminating piece of information?
It's just,
And
I'm
then-
not blind.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh no one can know that. I have to eat that. You know, like in the secret agent movies when they have to eat like the keys or whatever to like have no one get the keys, you know? So that's what he did. And then he's like, that was so awkward. I have to get off.
I just love that story. Like,
That's his thought process.
that's so good.
I've seen someone try to sell one dirty lampshade on a
That was
subway
me.
car for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Mother's Day lampshade, $15.
He went up to like every single person on the cart.
No, he just kind of like walked around like aimlessly, like Mother's Day lampshade, $15. Dirty, probably found in the garbage. Also, I don't know, is that a gift for someone, like a
No.
lampshade?
When you want the lamp to go with
Well,
it.
like, was it like a nice lampshade?
It was it was pink, but it was very dirty.
Yeah, it's a nice lampshade.
So you'd like that?
It's my aesthetic, yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty lampshades.
Only dirty pink one.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
If it's
Okay.
green, you're
If it's-
canceled.
Green, disgusting.
So
Do you have a favorite TTC story
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
to maybe that remind or that you remember from our stories?
It's just, I've had so many. I've been taking the TTC so often. I'm pretty sure I was born on it.
Were you? That's pretty impressive.
That was,
she's the one who lives on the streetcar.
'Cause you hear
I'm
like all those
the-
stories of people like being born in taxis on the subway is a
Yeah,
next
but
step.
That's
TTC is less classy, so that's where I'm from. Yeah. I'm like a dumpster baby, but I was born on the subway. Yeah. I didn't.
I gave birth and she fell out the doors. They closed. It was too late.
That's what
She
cut
was
the
gone.
umbilical cord. Oh god.
She was gone. A stranger just picked you up.
And that is my mother, Cindy Cohen. So is Cindy. Yeah, okay. Like there's just, I feel like I really relate to the ones that get people getting caught between the doors.
Yeah.
That has happened to me, but like every time someone gets caught, they're just sweating.
So they
like-
slither through.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like the fear of like people are staring at you while you like I've been caught between the doors. We've all been caught between the doors. One time when I was maybe no, you haven't?
No, not yet.
No, I've been
one
that like
day.
that person that like
No.
opens the doors.
No.
Okay, if it's like rush hour and I need to get to work, I've done it like once. Once in my life I've done it, but I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. It's okay.
I wasn't sweaty though, so I didn't slither
You didn't
through.
make it.
So I had to like actually
Yeah.
like I had to like try and pry them open a bit because I guess that's a pro tip though. Next time I'll just make sure I'm like Vaseline and ready to go.
Lose Vaseline in your pocket. That is a life
You're just
hack.
like,
Hold on.
hold on. Just starts
Oh. Yeah.
works every time.
One time, I truly remember when I was like 14, I was like in grade 9, I was with some friends sitting on the subway talking about some weird God knows what. And this man, I think it was like probably Bloor Young Station. And he was like running through the door. He got caught and he kept going like, help, help. And then like I was 14. I'm not gonna stand up. I had a nice spot, and I don't help people. No, I don't help people on the TTC because I'm too socially like, I have so much social anxiety that I can't help another living thing. And he was like going like, help, someone help me. Like that. He was like fully like half of him was in the door. It was like gonna move and he was like screaming and everyone just stared at him. It was a pretty empty subway car. And then the door opened and he went, none of y'all help me. And then he walked away. He just limped away.
No.
Permanent. That's great.
Thank you.
I've seen someone I knew. Like, I was going up an escalator, they were going down the stairs. And I was like, oh, that's Jason from improv class 2 years ago.
Oh.
I don't know if I'll say hi, but oh, there he is. And he was like walking. I was like, I wonder what his life. You know, you see someone, you're like, your mind goes like, I wonder what they're doing. When was the last time I talked to them? What were they doing? No. And then just watch him. And he sees there's a train as he's going down the stairs and he runs.
Oh.
He's bolting. The doors are closing and he sticks his hand like through the door. He's like, and he goes, let me in! And he squeezes in and I go, okay, cool. Well, I'm glad I didn't say hi to Jason from improv class 2 years
He said
ago.
it loud enough that you could hear him yell like,
Yeah.
let me in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Improv does teach you to project. So,
Oh my God.
yeah, no. But that was like, okay, great. Well, I'm glad to see where he is in his life. And I'm glad that I was going up on the escalator, not down.
Another thing that this reminds me of is that I think one of the promos for the show, we talked about, we briefly mentioned the things you find on the subway. Specifically on the seats. And twice I've experienced enough pee in a subway seat that like you can actually like see the water and like as the subway would stop, like
I've seen someone clip their toenails on the subway
Oh my God.
with their bare feet And they had sandals. It wasn't like a homeless person. It was just a man clipping his toenails on the subway.
Well, he was multitasking.
Yeah, I guess so. And he was smiling about, like, he was having a day.
Because he knew he was saving himself some time.
He was taking up 3 seats, too. 1 foot on each chair. I'm not kidding you.
Oh my God.
This man.
He's like in like a birthing pose, like he's ready to give birth, but he's actually just cutting his toenails.
Yeah, like fully. No. It wasn't like in the back. It was like, like the 2 passenger seats, and then like next to the window, and then like 1 right there. And it was like, I can't. You gotta envision it. It wasn't like
there.
full birthing pose though, but he did have very spread out legs. I've also had someone offer me a seat because I'm short.
What a disability.
Like I couldn't reach one of the bars, and it was really crowded, and he was sitting in a priority seat, and he offered it to me.
I hit my head on the hanging yellow things on the subway because I'm so tall. I hit my head on them all the time, and it's like I do like a weird like head maneuver to get around it, and people just watch me get hit in the head. We have opposite problems.
Has anybody offered you a seat because you're tall?
No. Oh God, no. Have you guys ever been yelled at by a bus driver?
No.
I've been scolded by a bus driver before.
Scolded?
Yeah, he's like, you don't want to get in through the back doors. And I went, oh, I wasn't trying to. He goes, I saw you. And I was like, well, that was because, he goes, I saw you do it twice. And I was like, oh man, he really saw me. Okay, I won't get in through the back door, which I didn't know was a thing. So like, you can't get in through the back doors.
You're trying to like evade fares? What do you
No,
thought?
I had my presto. I was just going to use the back presto one on the bus, but you know.
You're not
whatever.
allowed to go through the back
Yeah.
doors?
Apparently
Like,
not, according
alright,
to
I can avoid
don't
getting-
take the 11 Bayview. And
They'll love you.
yeah. Another streetcar story that my mother has
Exciting.
is there was like a person yelling random things on the streetcar, and she was with her friend, and they knew that one time he would have a good yell, like he would say something good, like they knew he had something good to say. They were like, well, and my mom like had to get off. She told her friend, she's like, I know she's gonna say something, or I don't remember, but you gotta tell me. And he's like, okay, I will. And she gets home, and she has a voicemail on her message box, and the person just yelled, Jesus is coming, and he's bringing samples.
Samples?
It's like
Yeah.
little holy water bags. Or
Like I don't. A coupon
Here
code
you
attached
go.
to it.
Try this
one,
out.
Like free Bible sample, like the little like pocket Bibles that just say like Jesus on them. I don't know too much about pocket Bibles. That what I imagine that's what's in it.
It's just like
Just all they could fit.
Well, it's such a small. It's a pocket-sized Bible. They can't. It's just like don't be bad, and then Jesus, and then like something else.
oh my god. This is off topic, but do you remember the? Oh, actually, no. What we were saying about like stuff on the chairs. Do you ever have a moment where you get on the subway and there's like one free seat and you're like, yo, what the heck? It's so crowded. There's one free seat. And you look and then there's like weird, like cracker crumbs of some sort or like crumpled up Kleenexes on the chair. And there's this like understanding amongst the people in the car that you're not sitting on that, right? But then someone always just comes in and just plops their butt just right on the chair and doesn't give a shit like at all. Just
Because he's sitting in the shit.
yeah, or something like sitting on some sort of Kleenex of
wet
some sort.
newspaper.
Yeah, and just like this is me. I don't care at all.
No. Oh God, okay, this is not even fully related to. I just had this memory from last like Christmas time of what I saw on the subway going eastbound. They were taking up 3 seats. So this man had he was dealing weed on the moving subway car, but he had like the scale out and he had it poured out on it, and the guys on the other one like seat being like more, and the guys just like rolling joints and being like, okay, 10 for a joint, like overpriced, like just stuff like that, and like just doing it out in the open. I was like, wow, what a world we live in.
Oh my god.
I also this Halloween, it was 2 a.m. I'm on the subway because that's where I live now, and I like was walking down the subway car trying to get to like my ends, and there was an anonymous mask and then a half drank like Fireball like on the floor in front of it, and I was like, something happened here.
Someone got murdered.
Yeah, sometimes you see things on the ground, like unattended, you go, uh-oh, something happened here.
It's like the saddest, what's that, like the saddest short story or something? It's like
yeah.
baby shoes never for sale, baby shoes never worn. It was like anonymous mask, half drank Fireball, subway going northbound.
Saddest story ever told.
Yeah.
Someone wanted to be part of a protest but didn't make it, or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? Like anonymous masks.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what you mean?
No.
I know. They like do protests for like veganism and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For some reason, anonymous makes me angry. I don't know why. I'm like pro like animal rights. I just not in the mood for them. I don't like organized events.
So you like protests, just not organized protests?
I like them. I like them nice and chaotic. I like an unplanned, because they like hold the TVs in front of like Ryerson and like Eden Center with like dead animals on them. Like, that's not fun. Where's like this song? I like it when there's a nice. This is so off topic.
No, it's okay.
It's fine.
I like it.
Okay.
I had a story that I was gonna tell earlier that was also off topic, but it's similar to this. But keep going.
I like the ones that are like for like OSAP and stuff where people just go outside, like go up like university, and they just shout like, I'm gonna swear, fuck Doug Ford, like over and over again, like angrily, and there's someone on a microphone being like, yeah, I hate him. Like, those are nice. They're nice and they're organized, but no one's holding up a TV with a dead cow on it. So I like that more. I don't eat cows. I don't even see that.
I like the robot voice telling me why I should join like the Chinese communist
Oh my god,
movements.
yeah.
I also we have this like running joke. This is an actual inside joke, everyone. Get ready.
Oh my god. She
Um,
said the name of the show
I
in the
did.
show.
Whoa.
Meta.
Fourth wall shattered.
We don't have a ceiling.
The fourth wall of the radio show. It's all the plot twist. The show's just all scripted, and I just broke the fourth wall.
Oh.
No, but we've walked by those people that are like, Jesus is gonna come down.
Oh, yeah.
And he's gonna get you all. So
Please.
it's a bit more structured sentences than that, but that's the gist of
I
it.
actually was thinking about this exact story earlier today.
Yeah. So we're walking by Old City Hall, and there's a man who's going, Jesus.
I know him. I know the one.
The one that holds the picture?
Oh, I don't know the one.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
There's
a
many
lot
of the
them.
ones.
I was like, maybe you live together on the streetcar for a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He got the front end, I got the back end.
It was a good deal.
Yeah, he
Very
was just
clean.
on the roof.
He actually loves to bake. It's
He
really
went where the
nice.
bikes went. He lived where the bikes go.
Just at the front.
He just like hangs there like up on the shelf.
Like Elf on the Shelf, but on the front of the streetcar.
That's how he sits.
Morning Earl, morning Hannah.
Yeah, it's like
Back to the
Remember,
grind.
I'm watching you for Santa.
He's just holding the painting as the streetcar goes.
This is Jesus.
It's the fastest way
He's
to get the
coming!
message out.
Ding ding.
But what made this particular man so special out of all the people that like yell Jesus on the street
Yeah.
is that he had to paint like a painting of
the apocalypse.
yeah,
or,
I guess
Judgment Day.
yeah, it was Jesus on a horse, you
What was
know.
the color scheme of the poster?
Oh, don't worry.
Don't worry, we're getting there.
So what this man was doing is he was just describing the painting he was holding.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like it looked like he was doing. It's like when you have a project that you have to present, but you don't. You're in a group project, but someone did all the other slides for you,
Yeah.
and you're like just looking at it, and you're like, so in this picture, Jesus is coming down from the sky, and he's on a horse and he has a red cape, and it's gonna be dark and stormy in the day, and he just there were a lot of like, and
Literally me and my critiques.
she's like, and he's it was just so awful, and that was like 5 seconds because we walked by, right?
Yeah.
And we just have this whole like.
Like, we kept it going
We
for
have
like
this whole joke. Yeah.
10 minutes.
He's the horse is cute, and that's all I have to say. So I'm just gonna start over.
yeah.
Jesus is coming down.
He's on a horse. Oh,
What color
Just
was the
over it
horse?
again. White.
white.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Jesus.
Just like Jesus.
Because I'm in color exploration right now, so I've been learning
Yeah.
about color schemes.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't learn very well. That's all I can say about that course.
That Jesus is white.
Yes.
Nice.
He's monochromatic. That means one color, and it is white.
Nice. Now, no, honestly, it's great.
Nice.
So we have a lot of people that sent in their crazy TTC
Yeah.
wacko stories.
So we asked if they have any wacko stories, or if anyone wanted to admit to being a TTC wacko.
Which
I am.
Hannah admitted to before the show started.
I would, if I saw myself on a streetcar, I would wait for another one to go by. Let me tell you.
Oh, then quick question I wanted to ask to the room before we get into our user submissions.
Of course.
So have you ever sat on the subway and it's decently full, so someone sits next to you, but there's no other place to sit, so that they have to sit next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go by a stop or two and an inconvenient seat opens up.
I know,
One that's
yeah.
also in between two other people. So it's not like it's a window seat, or it's not like it's a seat where they
A
can sit on
better
the
seat,
edge.
an upgrade.
It's still
just two different
economy.
people. Same seat, just two different strangers, and they move. And you wonder, do I smell? Am I scary? Why did this person choose to go sit with two separate strangers?
Instead of me, we were
Yes.
bros.
I'm okay with people moving away from me. I actually had the opposite problem this morning. This guy, it was like a
He
three-seater.
wouldn't let you out.
No, it was like a three-seater. I'm sitting at the end. It was like three of us, and the woman on the other end gets off, and he doesn't do the the thing where you move to the
Courtesy.
front. Yeah, he just feels he was wearing a puffer coat, so he was taking up space, and then he just wouldn't move. And then I got off before him, and I just looked back at him to let him know he fucked up.
So the exact opposite problem, but still, can anyone answer my question? Why would?
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I also can't. I'm everyone loves to sit next to me.
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
Like,
Jesus.
I am the least menacing person, I think. And I'm not, that's not to say that you're menacing at all.
I genuinely don't
but
know what it
people
is.
see me with my legs crossed and my big headphones on, and I just like, oh, she's not gonna talk to me, and I can, man spread as much as, or women spread, whatever. I can spread my
Just
legs as much.
spread.
I could clip my toenails, and this girl would not say anything about it.
In fact,
I can
she
tell.
might hold my foot.
Yeah, exactly. She might.
I got you.
She might get the hangnails, and that's who I want to sit
Ew.
next to. That's the vibe I think I
I'm
give off.
menacing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the next person that moves, I'll ask.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh,
Can
so
you
Can you tell
write
me?
something on a piece of paper, and then if it's a bad answer, then you can eat it and get off. Yeah.
Thank you.
But no worries, I give you permission. So we have a bunch of people that have said stuff. So let's
Yay.
start with the first one. This one is from. Hold on a second. Let's go back here. This one's from Anna, my high school friend Anna
yeah.
Brenzema. She's at Ottawa right now.
Cute.
And I opened it and it went away. Hold on a second.
No.
I'm a mom at Instagram. I'm so bad.
Oh, you're using one thumb.
Yeah. Also, my phone's at 1%. Okay.
I have
A
portable
guy
charger.
told Yannick, who's your younger brother, to stop staring at him. And he was going to mess him up if he kept doing it and put him in a suitcase.
How big is this suitcase?
I'm gonna put you
Hannah's
in the
looking for a
smallest
new place to
suitcase.
live.
Oh my god.
Is it spacious?
That's actually that one I read and I was like, that's actually wacko.
Yeah.
That's scary.
I would like to see the suitcase.
Before I
Why?
decide.
Wait, why? What would sway your opinion?
I don't know, it was a nice it was a Louis Vuitton suitcase. I would live in it.
Megan likes Louis Vuitton.
You like Louis
Oh.
Vuitton?
Sign me up.
I wonder if
Vuitton.
Yannick does. Does Yannick Brinsma also
If it's a
live here?
big designer, I want to live in a Supreme suitcase. Thank you. Dead silence.
I would. I want to live in one of those ones that's a full-on Pokemon with ears and a tail.
Yes.
Or one of those ones where it's is it a suitcase or is that somebody's wheelie backpack?
Oh my god, I wanted a wheelie backpack so badly when I was younger.
And
Never got one because they cost $30 more than a regular one.
That sucks.
I know
It's
she's
okay.
serious though because she knows the price difference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
really,
I
really.
wanted the JanSport one. I wanted a JanSport so badly, but now it's okay. I have a $15 tote bag with holes in it, so I guess I won.
Wants to put wheels on it for you.
Yes.
Okay,
A tote bag with wheels.
that'll be
Oh,
her gift for
God.
coming on the show.
I'm gonna super
Yeah.
glue 2 Hot Wheels too.
Yeah.
It's got wheels now.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Do you want to read
Next
the
one?
next one? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is from Rob, who was our guest 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah. Shout out to Ladies Man Robert.
Ladies man Robert. All right. He said, someone threw a beer can on the floor of the subway the other
Nice.
day and it exploded.
Probably clean the subway car.
Imagine.
A different kind of sticky.
I like to imagine just like I like to imagine the process of like thinking to do that.
I hope he like slipped on it. Like, dropped in just like banana
It's just like
peel,
just for laughs gags.
I love just for laughs.
Me too. They always have it on at the dentist and it makes my life. And the best, me and my dad go to the dentist together.
Aww.
And we both watch Just for Laughs gags together and we can hear each other laughing from the other.
My dad's afraid of the dentist. He's afraid.
Still.
Still. It's been years.
I know people like that.
You're genuinely afraid of the dentist?
They don't like people getting in your like mouth.
No,
with
my
sharp-
dad's just weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's not like a fear of like sharp instruments in your mouth. Or
No,
anything.
he literally went like 2 decades without going. Then he went and it took them 2 hours to clean a quarter of his mouth.
Well, yeah.
I should not be sharing this. Like he's gonna listen to this.
That's okay. I worked at a dental office for a bit because I wanted
Oh.
to be one in high school. That was my phase. I was like, I'm going to be a dentist.
I would never put my hand in another person's mouth.
Well, the thing is, the first day, they were like, this is how you clean the teeth. And the sound of the scraping really got to me. And also, a lot of people have way grosser teeth than I do. And
Oh.
it sounds ridiculous, but I didn't think it through. I was like, no one can have that bad teeth. Wrong. There
How
was
did we get here?
Yeah, sorry. This was
Dentist
about
talk.
this was about someone throwing a beer can on the ground.
That reminds me of another Subway story that we actually experienced together recently.
Aw.
After I think the first show, we were subwaying home, and there was a guy who, he was just doing the illegal thing of going between subway carts. So but he was being loud and rowdy. So he leaves the subway cart.
It always scares me when people do that.
Yeah,
Like
and
I
then
feel like I'm
Wait,
in New York.
was it an old subway car or
It was
no
the
one?
line 2 ones, like
Yeah.
the old ones. Yeah.
so they are still old.
Oh my god, I've never seen anyone go between those.
Yeah, I only
Oh,
see
he
that
does.
in movies of New York.
Yeah, so he
Yes.
did. And he was being loud and rowdy. So he left the subway cart to the next one, and then Naomi got off. So only I got to witness the second part, but it was pretty beautiful. So he comes back onto the subway cart. This is when Naomi's gone, and next to this, like the seat next to the door, someone happened to be drinking like a beer on the subway. So this man says, "Hey, can I have a sip?" And the man was like, "Okay," and he gives it to him. The guy who was going between cars proceeds to drink the whole thing, like chug it.
That's not a sip.
Yeah, and then gives it back to him. The guy didn't even look mad though. He's like, "That was hilarious." Like that's the look on his face.
Yeah.
And then he just gets off.
Oh, okay.
I wonder how often he does that.
Do you think he gets a lot of free drinks on the subway?
I feel like all of his like homeless friends are mad at him for doing it.
They're like, you're giving us
Don't
a
give
money.
Anita Bill. He never shares. Okay, we've also had some DMs.
Can we share? Camille's is hilarious, and she told me this when it happened. Like when it
Yeah, a
happened.
lot of stuff happens to our dearest friend Camille.
Yeah. She's
I
also
think
very observant.
She's also sat in poop before. Remember that?
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
not
Sat
that
in poop.
observant.
fair.
Yeah, there was a lady as she was sitting down. I remember she told me this. The lady going, no. Oh,
No, that's my new worst nightmare. Sitting on
My-
TTC poo.
what was your old one? What was your old one?
Being alive, and here we are.
Well, now it's sitting in poop on the subway. So
Ugh. Well, I think streetcar goes above that. Let me tell you, streetcar is below subway. It is
in
terrible.
terms of like experiences.
Everything, hygiene, experience, the people, the smells.
So what you're saying is, if we're looking to
ambiance.
live on the subway,
Ambiance.
choose the subway, not the streetcar.
Yeah, because
Okay.
at least like a streetcar, those things like fall off the tracks. They catch like I was in a streetcar in the middle of the winter, and a taxi hit my streetcar, and I had to get off of it. And I was like, can I get my money back? I was fare evading, and he was like, just take a transfer, and I was like, all right. So basically, I got my money back.
There you go.
pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's good.
But what I was going to say for Camille's story before I forget, because I love this story.
You did yeah.
Yes.
So opposite of so now we're talking about the streetcar where it's never ending. There's no carts.
Love that.
The new ones.
There was a man in
No.
assless chaps and nothing else,
Nothing.
walking the whole length of the streetcar.
In August.
August.
Yeah.
August.
She put that in the description, like mid-August, so I thought
It's
I'd throw
important,
it in.
like sweaty
That's
leather
sweat.
chaps.
Also, like, now that whenever you go to sit on a streetcar chair, you'd be like,
No.
that's a thing.
That man could have sat on that same chair.
I work in the market. I think I've seen that man. Like,
That's every man. That's every store owner. No, I'm
literally.
Yeah, no, that one was whack. Like, I don't know. Whack. Oh?
That's the name of the episode, kind of.
And we end here.
And
Goodbye.
the fourth wall shattered.
And the fifth wall was revealed.
Yeah. We've also had 2 people tell us,
Oh.
like DM us. One person is Megan's dear friend Paris.
That's
Unison.
Well, I
Great
thought his
name.
name was Paris, and then his Instagram name is Darian Paris, and then I
Oh.
got confused.
Long story short, his name is Darian. He goes by Paris, which is
Oh.
his last name.
Okay.
That is so fun.
And so, a quick anecdote about that is in
Yes.
school, if you have to put the name of your partners in a group on your assignment, and if you don't, you get marks taken off. And because he goes by his last name, his email shows up as Paris Paris. So they put his name as on the report as Paris Paris, and they actually got marks taken off.
His email's paris.paris@student.tdsb.on.ca.
TDSB. Don't email him.
Okay.
I didn't say this.
Don't dox him, Hannah. That's mean.
I lost a friend.
All our fans are gonna email him now.
No.
Ah.
I'll email him.
No.
Yes. I don't care. You can't hurt me.
He says, I always put my bag on the seat beside me, so no one sits beside me.
Hey, that's fucked up.
I also made an old lady stand once during rush hour.
Oh my
So he admitted to being a
God.
wacko.
He's a wacko.
He admitted to it.
He's a wacko. Emphasis on the whack.
That's so evil.
I know.
But to be fair, I put my coffee on the seat next to me so it has a place to sit.
Oh, that's worse.
But like no
It's
one's there. It's like an empty subway
That's
car.
worse.
And I'm like, this is luxury.
That's
This
also so funny.
this is luxury.
Picture a little coffee cup on the
I'll
chair.
show Let me get it out.
let, me,
No, look how nice
let me
it
get
is.
it.
Look, it's nice. It deserves its
It
own
deserves
seat.
a chair. Just
It does. It does.
okay.
Wait.
It's like a reusable one. Yeah.
Yeah, people were like, "Is that ceramic?" I'm like, "You think I carry a ceramic thing in my bag all the time? That's
could-
heavy."
I'm just gonna
You could
zoom
get
in on that
wheels.
coffee cup.
It's
so
made out of
Oh,
everybody
Hannah,
can
hold
see.
it. Hold it.
Hold it. Oh.
No.
Perfect.
Got him.
Got him.
Zoop.
There we go. Zoop.
That's not a thing.
This thing is so gross that when I get it like coffee put in it, they're always like, "I'll clean it for you."
That's how you
no.
know it's dirty.
That's how you know when someone offers to do extra work.
I feel bad for you.
This one's.
Don't.
That's long.
I know, but it's really funny. I read
I've
it.
seen that one.
It's from
I
Avery.
haven't seen this one.
It's from Avery.
Do I know this Avery?
No, Avery went to Megan's high school.
Oh, not the Avery that went to our high school.
No, I
No.
don't think I know who that is.
Avery, I'm not going to say last name.
So that you're not-
Oh, Avery. Yeah, she went
goes
prom
to
queen. Yeah, yeah.
OCAD.
Oh,
I see her all the time, and she
Really?
never says hi to me.
okay.
That's okay.
Maybe now she will.
I
I hope
think
she
you're thinking of a
doesn't.
different person.
No, she was like tall and blonde.
That's a lot of people at
Oh.
our high school. No offense.
It was,
That's just
no,
how it
I know
is.
this Avery. I know her since like kindergarten.
Okay, we'll talk about it after.
Got
Anyways,
it.
a guy in brackets.
Ew.
That's it. That's actually the whole thing. Megan's like, it's so long.
Sorry.
A guy, brackets, 40-ish. Ew. Walks between me and my friends, completely silent, and started offering us some candles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, candies. My bad. Candies. One person at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Which is just like, I want to pause at this moment. Just imagine this man just offering everyone like a little candy.
Not everyone, but one at a time.
Yeah, like one at a time.
It's like,
And then they all politely declined.
mm-hmm.
And then he proceeded to handshake each of us until he got to our last friend. My friend's handshake doesn't please him, and he shakes his head. He tries again multiple times before frowning and walking away. The guy never said a word.
And
What?
we never saw him again.
Like, just, come on. You can do it. Shake my hand better. And then giving up and going. Walking away. I find that hilarious.
That is really funny.
Like, he offered them candy. And then they were like, no. And he's like, well, at least shake my hand. And everyone's like, sure. And then he's like, come on, bro. Come on.
Really do it this time.
Try it.
Come on, Sonny boy.
Own it. Own it.
How
How are you going to make it in this world
did he
if you
just do,
can't?
like a dead fish handshake?
I like to imagine him have like the worst handshake ever. Yeah. Like
Like he tickles the inside of his stomach.
like it's quiet and then just like a slap right there and then just
And the
It's like-
hand is just really clammy.
The
Yeah,
thing
and-
when you do like the tickling the hand, and so he like does
Yeah.
that to him.
I saw two people do a secret handshake on the subway actually once. Like, you know how in movies it's like, bro, and then they're like, "Bah, da, da, da," like all that weird
Yeah,
stuff. And then you're like,
exactly
that's only in like 90s movies. No, that's a real thing that two adult men do every time they see each other on the subway. Just thought I'd mention that. I thought that was kind of cute, but also kind of crazy.
But then if you're in like an inappropriate situation, do you still have to do it? Like if you meet up like in a completely silent like study hall or something?
Or at a networking event.
Bro, we gotta do it.
Trying to congratulate your bro on this. Actually, a wedding would be okay. Funeral? Sorry for your loss.
I'm so
Bro, I'm
so
so
sorry for your
I'm
loss.
so sorry.
Oh, that's gotta be tough.
Like, I just find that funny. Anyways, yes, we have a few more, and I do want to read everyone's because I feel like it's mean. And also, everyone had really good stuff to say. So, Jill, Megan's good Waterloo friend Jill said, trying to load a Presto card and accidentally buying a new one instead. In brackets, I'm the wacko. Sad face.
No.
Poor Jill. You're not wacko.
I will
There's so much
never.
worse.
I will never know how a Presto card works. I have one. I am lucky enough that my father pays for it, but not the Metro Pass version. So I'm only allowed to use it a certain amount of times a week. Yeah, I'm afraid of Presto cards. Not gonna lie.
Afraid?
Yeah, because like you go to the machine, there's like a lineup. There's like 100 people coming in, and you're just like, I need to put $3 so I can go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear like the old ladies try to learn about how Presto works?
Oh, you
with
mean
the...
pure screeching?
Because it's through the like talking window or whatever it's called. I know that's not what it's called, but it's like, what? I want to go to Summerhill. And he's like, you have to buy a Presto. Why? I have tokens. No more tokens. You know what I mean? Like, especially now that they're not even having tokens anymore.
Yeah, let the old people have tokens.
How are they gonna do it? All of their kids are gonna have to set them up for them, and they're not excited about that. Like all the old Greek ladies on the Danforth are gonna just hate it,
Not that.
and they're gonna still try to pay with tokens. And some guys on the TTC will just let them do it.
People are gonna try to put like when they see like the Presto machine, they're just gonna like slap like some change against them. They're like, "Let me on." That's just like. Choo. Choo.
And then it'll be those ads where it's like, thank you for paying your share.
I want, the ads that's like the green ones where it's like, thank you for like paying your. I want to be on one of those so badly. I like pay my fan, then I look into the camera being like, one day.
And you hold it just so like the Presto logo is
like,
perfectly there.
I like use my angle because like I've fairy baited so much in my life that all I want is
to make up for it
no
in the ad.
No, I want the ad to show me. I want people to take photos of it and send it to me over Instagram, being like, "Oh my god!" Like that's my dream in life.
What you need to get is a dog.
I have one.
Oh right, okay. Amy.
Yes.
What happened with Amy?
She's been on the TTC before. She one time she was on the TTC and this woman's like, "Can you go somewhere else?" And I was like, "Why?" And she goes, "I'm afraid of dogs. My dog is 16 pounds," and I was carrying her. My dog often gets confused for a stuffed animal because she's a little terrier, and she's like, "I'm afraid of dogs, please leave." And I was like, okay. And then also my dog I have to carry my dog the entire time. There's photos of my dog on the subway. People love her except for that one woman who was like, "Please leave." And it was just like, My dog pretends to like die every time she's on it. Like she'll like fall over. I'm like, it's not even moving. So
Does she say April Fool after?
no.
April Fool.
My dog has been on a bus, a streetcar, and the subway several times. She's even changed subway lines.
So she's like a regular six.
She's a
six
six
mans.
baddie.
So I just need to comment that your worst fear in life is involving the TTC, sitting in poo, and your dream in life is to be in the ad for paying for your
It's
fare.
a very
Listen,
Toronto-oriented life that you lead.
I've lived in Toronto my whole life, sadly. This is my home, and every part of my life revolves around the TTC.
Okay,
I
that's fair.
refuse to Uber and take lifts. I only take the TTC or just I find a way.
Sorry.
Segway time?
Yes.
Yes.
So, speaking of the subway,
Wow.
it is one of the places where Megan and I see the funniest clothing, the funniest shirts, and that means that it's time for our segment that we like to call "The Devil Wears Walmart." And now I'm gonna play the stinger for it. If
Get
I
ready.
Find it. Get ready.
I'm excited. I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, the build up.
I almost threw up from shock.
That's Richard's voice.
No.
Yeah. Except for the evil witch laugh. That's me.
I didn't think a human could make those noises.
With a lot of editing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So weirdest shirt I've seen. You go first. I haven't thought of one.
Well, so one that I just wanted to mention. So we kind of do like weekly Walmart trips just for snacks and stuff, you know. And on our Walmart trip on Friday, they have all the holiday shirts out now. And there were, in two separate sections, they have a sweater that is a shirtless man. But I would just like to note that the shirtless man sweater comes in both chest hair and no chest hair.
Okay, good.
So if anyone wants one, they're there. You can be one of those people. And you get to pick if you want chest hair or not.
Well, chest hair is an accessory.
Imagine like you get the chest hair one for someone and they're like, "Why did you? What?
I just shaved.
What
Why
are
would
you
give me
trying
this?"
to say? I'm sensitive about it.
I am a waxed man.
I'm trying to manscape, and you're not helping my journey."
I go bi-weekly to the salon. How dare you?
And I miss your chest hair. This isn't the way to tell me.
This isn't the same.
all at Christmas dinner.
Yeah, everyone's like listening.
All the kids are there.
They're crying.
Elf on the Shelf is like, oh my god.
OMG.
Oh my god, Santa.
Let me
I'm
text
totally
my
gonna tell
friend
Santa about this one.
Santa.
You're not on the good list.
Santa, who do we
The
give
nice
coal
list.
to? Are you like team woman, team man on this? Like, Santa.
Oh my god, I don't even know if I have any more shirts. I saw one that is kind of inappropriate, I guess, because it said
Good.
snuggle, like snuggle, and then a word used for a promiscuous woman that starts with S.
That you're not gonna say that word.
I don't know.
That's
Can I?
not, yeah, say
Okay,
okay,
so
say it. Yell it.
It said snuggle slut.
Oh my god.
And that's funny because you see those and you go, who would get this? Someone walking around just
That's exactly
in
what this
Vancouver had
segment's
that.
all about.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, and I saw that at Walmart, and there were only 2 left.
No, there was.
There's only 2 left because she bought us all one.
That's
Surprise!
an inside joke.
That is an
Oh my
inside
God.
joke earlier.
Hannah, have you seen any weird clothes?
I went to Washington, D.C. for the 4th of July. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. We also have a minute and a half left, by the way.
Okay.
Sorry,
so
I'm so sorry.
there was a man wearing this T-shirt in the line to go see an IMAX movie at the Space Smithsonian Museum
Yeah,
for Air and
yeah.
Space. And my dad loves
Yeah.
planes, and that's not true. He likes to
The speediest story, but still with
I'm so
segues.
sorry.
Man
You
was
just said
wearing-
you wanted to get the Instagram.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Can you tell it?
He was wearing a shirt that had Donald Trump on a motorcycle with Hillary Clinton on the back, and
You got like 50 seconds.
Donald Trump was wearing a shirt that said, "If you can read this shirt, it means
Your voice is so high pitched.
it means the bitch fell off." And there's an eagle flying over the motorcycle, and my Instagram is Christmas period pterodactyl PTERODACTYL. If you don't know how to spell pterodactyl, I also may have just spelled it wrong. I'm having a panic attack.
Anything else you want to plug?
Not a collective, not .a.collective. That is a Toronto-based company that helps artists around Toronto, and we throw a lot of shows and we have movie nights every single month. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for listening this week.
I'm Naomi.
I'm Megan.
Bye.